So my favorite model train channel, Sam's Trains, had a video recently where Sam got himself a FlashForge Adventurer 3 3D printer. And it looked pretty cool. And when that went on sale for Prime Day, I thought, well, I'll pick one up for myself. Kind of a good idea for a hobbyist as opposed to like a real maker style printer that required a lot of assembly or a lot of fiddling with to get it to work right. So anyway, I got that, and I downloaded some files from the web and I started printing things. And some things those all came out pretty good, and it was pretty straightforward to just download these files. I mean, some of them didn't come out as nice as others, but I was starting to get the hang of it and, figuring out the settings. And I started to make more and more files off of models that I found there on the internet. And I was starting to have some pretty good success with this stuff. So I started making my own models. And let me tell you, the learning curve for making your own stuff in SketchUp is really, really steep. First try, had some problems, finally managed to make my first model here, which is, it's actually a slot wall, the hook for a slot wall. So this, goes into the slot wall channel there, and you can hang stuff on it there. So that turned out pretty good. And, I made some other stuff, little cell phone holder and some other bits and pieces. And I thought there's got to be some way to change image files or logos into 3D relief images. And so I took the logo from one of my other favorite channels, the Arcade Couple, and I ran it through an online STL maker and came up with this. And so I thought, well, that's kind of neat, but I'd like to get something with a little higher resolution because you can't make out the words too well in that. So I asked Ben over there to send me larger art, and he sent me the full-size art that he had. And I ran it through the same program and printed it out, and I came up with this. And this turned out really cool, right? Nice high relief on there. It's very clear, and you can kind of see the hex pattern in there from the infill, the 15% hex infill that this comes, or that I put into this file. But then I thought, hey, I wonder what this looks like backlit. So, backlit, it looks even better. So then I had a thought. I thought I should build some sort of a box for this so that you can mount this with a little light on the other side and just have like a backlit little logo display. And so I went to my local Five Below, and they had exactly what I wanted, this little LED cube clip light that's designed for, selfies and that sort of thing. You're supposed to put it on top of your monitor, your laptop, or whatever. And this is it right here. There's not a whole lot to it. I took the clip mount off, but it's got buttons on the back for intensity, and it's actually got two sets of LEDs in here. It's got, let's see if I can get the right button here. It's got like a bright white, and then it's got like a warm white, and then they both turn on together. So what I did was I took that, and I took this, and I figured out what the optimum distance was between the two of them to get the light for this to spread over the entire logo, and started building stuff in SketchUp. And my first try may have been a little overly ambitious because after about 3 hours it started making spaghetti. So that was no good. So I went back to the drawing board, I simplified things a whole bunch, and I made a new model. And that one was a lot more successful. That's this one right here. And it's sized so that the image actually fits inside the frame there. And on the back, somehow I managed to get the dimensions exactly right because this little light is a perfect fit in there. So it's real secure in there, and you can even still access the USB charging port on that. So now with this, get this all set up in there, push that in there the rest of the way. So you can click this, get the different levels of lighting there. So, get this out of here. Take that plus this, drop that in there, and made this little backlit display. And I'll shoot it again here in lower light conditions so you can see the whole effect. But I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So I'm going to send this off to Ben and Ani and see what they think. Just a fun little project to do. So I continue to try and learn how to use my printer.